Roll call 219 here, and I'm out here at the farm and I'm shooting my AR. If you can see it, it's a We the People Shall Not Be Infringed AR. I built this rifle quite some time ago. A lot of people like ARs. They're very compatible with different components, things of that nature. This just has a simple setup on it. I do have two other ARs, but this one is designed for the other folks in my household. They each have a gun that they shoot well, and I want them to have a rifle that they shoot well. Not only handguns, but a rifle. And this one's pretty standard. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles on it. Doesn't have the optics, the flashlights, all that jazz on it. It's just a simple setup that I think they can manipulate, that they can shoot and shoot well. It does have a pair of iron sights on it. I like to have my kids shoot with iron sights and not always rely on an optic, because an optic can go out, then you have to resort back to the old method. Just has the birdcage style front optic on it. I haven't shot this gun since we built it and took it out and shot it, and it functioned. So we're gonna run a magazine through this. Got a target set up down there, but the sun it's a little bit of an overcast day, so I can't see the bullseye because it's a milk jug target, and it's all white. Go figure. It's only the targets I had. I want to thank Action Targets for sponsoring the free target down there. So we're going to load the AR up, and then we're going to give it a go. Again, this is just a standard AR. It does have a Magpul furniture on it, but nothing overzealous. Nothing big, nothing that's going to confuse the person that uses this rifle. Standard stock on it, everything. Not like how my Don't Tread on Me AR is, because that's the one that I shoot. The optic on there is just a regular Barska iron sight for windage and elevation. So teaching them the windage and elevation is a great kind of tool to keep them on target. So we're going to shoot a little bit of this, and then we're going to experiment with a little bit of ammunition that I also found in my little area at the house. So we're going to shoot this AR. Again, I'm not going for accuracy or anything. I'm just going to shoot it, see if it still functions. I did open it up, grease it down, and we'll see how this works. Click, no bang. Safe. Check the magazine out. Put the magazine back in. Make sure it's seated properly. Alright, so if you see, it's not picking up a round. Well, that's good to check that out. Well, we'll have to see what's wrong with it. Maybe the round's not seated correctly. This is why it's always good to check the gun, man. This is a Magpul mag. Alright. So, just to be clear, this mag I got because it has the Hillary on it, but for some reason it's not fitting in the mag well quite right. So that's another thing you have to look at. Make sure your magazines fit your firearms. It wasn't picking up a round. I really had to push that thing up there, make sure it doesn't come out. It did chamber around, so we'll knock it off safety and let it go. so it locked open. So as you see there in the beginning, we had a little bit trouble with this mag. See, it won't fall freely. Looking at it, I don't know if you can see it, but on the sides, it's getting caught on the sides. This magazine is from Black Rain Ordnance. Let's see if you can see that. So I bought this in Wanamaker. It's always good to check your mags. See, as you see, it gets kind of hung up. It gets hung up right on the lip there. You kind of got to force it in there. So that's another reason why to check your firearms, man. Make sure they function. You don't want to have a situation where you go out and put your magazine in, think you chambered a round, it goes click and no bang. So it's always good to go out and run these guns. So this magazine, I would probably revert back to my steel magazines that I got shipped in that were used in the military. So I'd probably go back to those magazines for this AR because I fed those out. I haven't tried any of these other ones from Black Rain Ordnance. Usually it's amend second, or it's just my standard metal GI magazines. So it's a good thing that I tried this, made sure if it was going to run or not. This is one of the magazines that I would throw away and leave at home if the case arose and we had to bug out. I would leave this magazine and grab my other magazines. So we'll move on. Great important. I'm thankful that I figured out that this magazine is kind of wonky in this gun. So the next thing I want to talk about is ammunition. Ammunition itself. Now ammunition, it can come from all kinds of different manufacturers. When I built my Don't Tread on Me rifle, I had Malfunctions with it, with Wolf ammunition. This is the Wolf ammunition. I don't know if you can see it, my camera will focus, but this is Wolf ammunition. And for some reason, out of my AR, it won't run Wolf. It doesn't matter. I've tried. I've even lubed up the gun to the point where I was running it wet, and it still would malfunction Wolf ammunition. So that's ammunition I stay away from. When I buy ammunition, I'm buying Federal or American Eagle or Arms Corps. Arms Corps, those types of ammunition seem to run way better than this Wolf stuff. Wolf is cheap. A lot of people use it for their AKs, things of that nature. So me, I kind of steer away from it. I've actually bought these at Copper Customs in Valpo. I'm not saying that their ammunition was bogus, but that's where I got these rounds. When I went to go shoot my AR, it did not function. So I brought a little bit of it that I had left out to see if it'll run in this gun. Some of the problems I had was failure to extract. It seemed my extractor would grab the casing and tear it apart. Literally tear it apart. I've had some pictures on Instagram and I've showed it in some videos. So I don't know if it was just a bad batch of ammunition or these ARs may not like Wolf ammunition, which is scary because in times like this, you want everything to feed into your firearm, which makes me kind of leery about what ammunition I collect, because I'll only have so much of it because it runs so good out of my AR. And if I have to pick something up off the ground, whether it be in 5.56 or 223, and it might be this kind of ammunition or something else that's not familiar with me running, I might run into a problem. So stockpile ammunition. Unfortunately, I only brought one mag, and it's the same mag that we had trouble with. Hopefully it won't have trouble now that I'm inserting it. If you can see, it's starting to get a little bit of wear on it, but it was getting caught up. As you can see here, looks like there's a little bit of damage to the magazine. So hopefully that doesn't affect this. I do have the Wolf in this magazine, and we're going to try and run it out of this AR. I've shot wolf out of mine, and it doesn't like that ammunition. It seems to cycle the first few rounds, and then the malfunctions show up. Whether it's my AR and not the ammunition, that's something I'm going to have to dig further into. I don't want to slam companies or people that use wolf. I'm just saying, at times, this ammunition does not work with my gun, which is scary because I want any kind of ammunition to run, especially through my rifle. My pistol, I can get around it, but clearing malfunctions on a rifle is a little bit more, I wouldn't say challenging, but you're really going to have to train yourself to do it. So let's put it through here and see if it works. See if it'll pick up the round. All right, here we go. All right. So I didn't load up the magazine in there just in case I'd have a bunch of malfunctions with it, but it seems to shoot this wolf good. The magazine worked. It's not falling out while I shoot, or while pulling on the mag. Seems to work. So I'm going to put another couple of rounds in here and see if it works. All right, so I have more ammunition. Again, this is the wolf stuff. I don't know if that camera will pick it up. This is the wolf stuff. So we're going to continue shooting. There's about 5 rounds in here. Again, I don't want to jam a whole magazine out of it and then have to, if this gun starts to not like this ammunition or I start having problems with it, then I'll have to take it all out and then figure out what to do with the ammunition that may not work. So we'll see if it picks up a round. All right, so it chambered around. So the magazine's working now. Maybe now that I'm using it, it's going to start to function a little better. But still, I'm not going to carry this magazine. So let's shoot a little bit more. All right, so we'll get some more ammunition, and then we'll fill up this magazine and try it again. All right, so we have some more wolf stuff in there. So we'll put it in, make sure the magazine sits, make sure chamber, so it chambered, so we're good to go. So again, I'm not shooting for accuracy, I'm just checking the functionality of this gun. Again, I haven't shot this gun since it was built and shot a couple times and then put back in the safe. So we'll check functionality of the gun still. All right, so there it is. Let's get some more ammunition. All right, so we have 5 more rounds. Let me see if my camera will focus. It's the same stuff. Again, I want to reiterate, I'm not trying to down manufacturers, companies, or anything like that. Maybe it's a mistake I made with building my AR that this ammunition doesn't run out of. I've saved 5 rounds. I'm going to do another video, but I'm going to use my other AR and see if I'm still having those problems that I had previously with this ammunition. Now, granted, the ammunition that I shot, because I bought 2 boxes of wolf, I gave to somebody else in need of ammunition. Told them to be careful. These are the problems I had. I don't know if it's the ammunition. It could have been my gun, okay? I'm not a perfect person. So maybe there's something maybe wrong with my AR, but I shot it a couple weeks ago and it ran flawlessly. I shot 30 rounds out of a 30 round mag, plus I shot it with a drum mag with no malfunctions. So I don't know, maybe it was just that box wasn't up to spec. It happens, folks. So please bear with me. Let's shoot these last 5 rounds off, and then we'll move on, and then we'll talk about what we learned today. All right, so last 5 rounds, here we go. There it is. So all in all, the gun works. No malfunctions, but in the beginning there, where we had a little bit of a stutter, the magazine kind of failed, and then the gun wouldn't pick up the round. Seems to be working. Maybe since I haven't shot this gun a whole lot, break in for this gun. Again, I built this gun for about $300, if that. Give it around $320. It's an Anderson lower that people don't like. Magpul furniture. Just a simple sight on there. Simple charging handle. No bells and whistles. Just a little bit of Magpul furniture for comfort. I think Magpul furniture is comfortable to me, and fitting it in the hands of the folks at the house, they seem to like the grips as well. So that's why I went with Magpul. Again, I'm not trying to down people, businesses or companies that manufacture product. I'm just saying sometimes we find these flaws, whether it be us, the consumer, or them, the manufacturer. So again, I'm not downing people. Now that I know that this gun seems to be able to run wolf, then maybe I'll go back to buying that and stocking it for this AR. Again, I'm going to have to go back to the house, get my Don't Tread on Me build, my AR, and run wolf through it and see if it will function it. Again, I don't know if it's something that has to do with me personally by putting together my AR, or it was just a bad batch of ammunition. Again, I bought 2 boxes when I was there, and this is the second box of the ammunition. The other one I gave away and told the person, be leery of this stuff. I guess you're going to have to use it in a pitch if you got to for your AR, but take a little bit out, shoot it, make sure it functions through your gun. You should always make sure ammunition that you get functions through your firearm, especially in these times if you need that firearm for self-defense. So it seems this gun, it'll function it. We had a little hiccup with this magazine. Again, I'm not trying to down a company, but as you can see, there's a little bit of pieces that seem to have broke off of there. I'm going to have to go and look at my other magazines. I dropped it, and again, another piece is broken off of it. So whether this is just a fluke in the magazine itself, I've never had a problem with Black Rain Ordnance magazines before. I've shot them, again, amend second ones, I've shot with no problems. So I don't know, maybe it's just a bad mag, but it seemed to feed all these rounds. So I don't know. I'll have to keep on playing around with it. That's what being a firearm owner to me is. It's fun to figure out all the bugs, all the kinks, and make sure you get a great rifle that you can depend on when you need it. So again, seems to function good. We had that hiccup in the beginning. I'm not going to edit this video. You're going to see. I don't think it was me inserting the magazine incorrectly, because the magazine was tight when I was pulling on it. I don't know. So again, I'm probably not going to grab this magazine if stuff goes south. Again, I'm going to go back to my GI mags, my metal magazines that seem to function really good through my ARs. So go out there, test your firearms, make sure they work out the kinks. Again, I would like to thank my old and my new subscribers, just the people that zip through my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share your favorite gun content. If you'd like to join Patreon, it's down the link. I tell my folks that are on Patreon now, if you can't afford it, if you're out of work due to the beer flu bug, then save that money. We'll pick up at a later date. The channel's not going to go anywhere unless YouTube sees fit to do something on their realm that they do about gun channels. So again, if you would like to join it, I'll put the link down in the description. But always like, comment, share, and subscribe. That helps out way more than almost a useless dollar. So again, I want to thank you guys. Like always, we'll catch you on the next one.